we got a new piece of equipment for the shop. It is a Jet model J2550 20-inch drill press. So let's get it opened up and see what's inside. Alright, I went ahead and assembled it off camera. It was pretty straightforward. Took me about a half hour or so to put it together by myself. So I'll go ahead and start talking about it some. Start with the castings. The castings look very nice on this machine. You can see at the top is milled. It's got the 2 T-slots, but don't see any defects, no voids or anything. Same with the top of the table. Got the milled surface, got the T-slots, and it's milled around this outside parameter. The head casting looks very nice. And that's kind of why I went with the Jet brand over a couple of the other brands, because this is a Chinese machine. And I figured with the Jet I had a better chance of getting some higher quality castings anyways. Alright, the column has a diameter of 3 5/8 inch. This is a pretty chunky machine. It weighs 300 pounds. Has a 1 horsepower motor. The controls are very simple. Operates very smoothly. Alright, it has a 3-pulley speed adjustment set up. The speeds go down to 150 all the way up to 4,200. And 150 speed on the low side is the lowest of any of the brands that sell this particular style of drill press. To slacken the belt, unlock it, and you can got this lever here that you can do it like that, and that'll just slacken the belt, and you can switch the pulleys, tighten it back up. Comes with a nice metal cover. Alright, it comes with a Morse taper number 3 in the spindle, and the way you switch chucks out is you got this little slot here, and it doesn't have any way to lock the spindle, so you gotta use this little nut over here, which that is a mod that I'm gonna have to do sometime pretty soon, because I need a spindle lock for this. But to switch chucks out, you got this little key here. Give it a little hit, comes right out. And I have this nice keyless chuck that I got from Shars. I'm going to replace it with that. Now I still have my old drill press, which is a 1970 Craftsman model. It's a really nice drill press. The only thing that I didn't like about it is that you have to move the table up and down by hand. And if you have a part mounted, it can be a real pain. Now I know there's things that you can do with counterweights, but I kind of wanted one with a rack. Another feature that I like about this is it has the tilting table, so I can set it to any angle, mount a part in here and drill holes at an angle. I can also set it up on the side like this, and I can mount a long part, clamp a long part to the table and drill into the end of it. Alright, the first thing I did was I made a little stand down here to bring the drill press up to a more comfortable height. Now I really don't care for these handles very much. They're kind of thin and just don't like them very much. So I'm going to switch those out with these that I made, and I made these out of 9/16 round here, and I used 1 7/8 steel balls, and I like these a lot better. They have a much better feel and just feel a lot more substantial. Oftentimes when I'm drilling a hole, I'll want to align the spindle with a center punch mark, and the way I'll do that is I'll put a centering drill in there, bring it down, and lock the spindle and move the part, align the part underneath the drill bit. Well, this one doesn't have a spindle lock on there, so I can't do that. So that's something that I want to remedy pretty soon. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that complicated. I'm going to have to redo all this. But I'd also like to mount a DRO on here, just a little digital unit that I can read on a vertical scale. Another thing I want to do is I want to rewire this motor so that I can reverse directions on it, and have mount a switch on here so I can switch it back and forth, and that way I can use the reversing function to back out taps. And plus there's some other benefits to that also. Alright, I also want to mount this XY table to the drill. I have this piece of 1/2-inch aluminum over here that I'm going to use as a adapter plate, and I want to I'd like to make it so you can easily take it on and off. I think that'll make a nice little accessory. Alright, I've used the drill press a couple of times and it works as it should. I think it's going to be a nice addition to the shop and a nice complement to the benchtop mill. So I'll try to keep you all updated on the mods that I do. So that's all for now, and thanks for watching.